Hey you guys, Desmond here and welcome back to the channel. Today we are reacting and reviewing to RuPaul's Drag Race All-Star Season 5 Episode 6? I think so. But before we get into it,
yeah, because we're talking about it.
Yeah, before we get into it, you know what you gotta do. You gotta like, comment, and subscribe because guess what? We do things all the time like this. Like, I don't understand why you haven't subscribed to it. Look, hold on, we'll give you a few seconds. Okay, so I am joined, like always, with Miss LACRESHA. Say hello, LACRESHA.
Hey.
And I am excited for tonight's episode. I really am. So we've already watched about 40 minutes in. We had to eat. Just being honest, we had to eat. And this ain't gonna be no mukbang. Mukbang?
Mukbang.
Yeah, that we don't do that here. We might. I thought about it. Considered it. It's a possibility, but it wasn't gonna happen today.
You really don't want to see me masticate on foot.
So maybe one day, but it wasn't today. So let's just recap what we've seen thus far. So India went home.
Yep.
We come in, and Alexis is still lying, saying she didn't campaign to send Shay home.
I don't think she did.
I think she did.
No, because if she had, you campaign with more than one person.
And people keep saying that, but who says she hasn't? The other girls might be trying to cover for Alexis. Be like, oh no, she didn't come to me.
Get her out sooner.
Because they're good people.
No, nobody's that good. Especially Miss Cracker. Miss Cracker would have been the first one to be like, she came to me.
No.
Yes.
I don't.
Yes.
I believe India. But I love me some Alexis, and I still think she's going to be top 4. But I really think she did. Because let's be honest, that's why her and Mayhem voted for Shay. It was very clear. But anyway, they erased her message that she clearly threw at Alexis, talking about being humble, honest, happy, and something, I don't remember.
It was 4 H's.
It was 4 H's. It was beautiful. And rewatching that little exit
honest,
speech,
happy, healthy, and humble.
something like that. It was beautiful when she said it on the stage last episode. I'm like, yes, love that. I love every piece of that. But we come back. It's the next morning, and we find out this week we are having a cookout ball with the RuPaul Charles family cookout ball,
right,
where they have to come up with a play cousin persona, and well, you're not paying attention.
I was eating.
Oh, jeez. Well, they have to come up with a play cousin persona and do like a little voiceover, and then they also have to create a look made of things you find in your backyard. I recently rewatched season 2, and there were challenges where things needed to be made, but they never broadcasted the fact that Juju can't sew. And I've recently rewatched All Stars 1, and once again, they didn't mention that Juju doesn't sew. So why wait till her 3rd appearance to finally announce Juju can't sew?
Probably because she was hot and stuff.
Even if she was hot gluing, the girls would say, oh, I don't sew. But I don't remember her saying that she doesn't sew, but that's okay. That is okay. And then they find letters that India left them.
Mm-hmm.
That's tasty. Now, Cracker didn't get one, and Jujubee didn't get one.
And she was a little salty.
Yeah, Jujubee was salty, honey. I'm a Jujubee. Is we green with every darling?
So Alexis let Juju read hers.
Yeah. And I was expecting some shady shit.
Me
I was expecting you F&B, you da 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 da. You know you did this. You know you was getting
and
blah 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 blah. I was ready for it. And when did you open that letter and said, Alexis, I still love you. Alexis, I still love you. Open your heart. I'm like, A, why did you reference the lip sync song? And B, it was sweet. I was expecting something ugly. I really was. She left a nice little note and a gift for Blair. I was like, oh, they must have had a real strong connection.
Mm-hmm.
She left a message for Shay, and I'm like, okay. But from my understanding, it never really airs, but a lot of the queens, when they get eliminated, they leave notes for everybody, or for the majority of the people.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm shocked this was actually aired. I think they're still trying to play into this India and Alexis thing, because when they do the comeback, that can be the big head off. Oh, you left this note for them and blah blah blah. Oh, you didn't. You said you still love me. You don't love me. She's gonna get fair to Valentina. You don't love me. I'm ready for it. I'm here for it, and I'm living for it. So RuPaul comes in and she does the walkthrough. And I have to say, this is probably the most emotional walkthrough. This was like the mirror moment walkthrough.
Tearjerker.
Jesus. We first get to Shay, who shared that her father passed away from cancer, and then a month afterwards, her big sister died from cancer.
Yep.
And one of her biggest dreams was to have her father in the crowd while she was being dethroned by Sasha Velour. Yeah, because she had that in the bag. Then Rue had to throw a twist up in there. I'm sick of ruining her twists. Like, I live for him, but I'm sick of it. Sick of it. But yeah, you know, it was so beautiful to see her have a great relationship with her father. And he was a Christian military man. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, and you know, them are harder to
crack.
I wouldn't say crack, but they're harder to accept who people really are because
right.
They're stuck in one way of living. You know what I'm saying? So it was beautiful to see that. It really was.
But it might have just been like he saw it from the beginning, especially since he was like, yeah, my sister's the one who introduced me
to supermodel of the world.
and had me strutting around the house.
Listen, I blame the Lizzie McGuire movie why I am familiar with Supermodel of the World because they had some whack-off do a cover of it. Mm-hmm. And then I searched it and found out it was by RuPaul. And I'm like, who is RuPaul? Who is this? And you better work. But anyway, so we can blame the Lizzie McGuire movie why I discovered that song. But yeah, that was a good TV moment. They're really trying to get All Stars to end it. All Stars just never want to end it. They're really trying, and I see it. And they got me. They really did. They got me good, girl. They got me good. And then we go to Jujubee. And she discussed, you know, how her mother ran off with this man, and they had to go. Well, her sisters went into foster care. He went to go live with his auntie. Mm-hmm. And, you know, he's estranged with a lot of his family, I'm guessing, because of his sexual orientation and the fact that he does drag. And she was just basically, you know, saying how she's been sober for, what, 4 years now? 5 years. And been going to her meetings, and that's who her family is now. And I think, and, you know, Ruth says this, we get to create family.
Yeah.
Blood doesn't make family. If they don't accept you, baby, that's them. At the end of the day, as long as you love yourself, fuck the rest. I was trying not to cuss in this one, but fuck the rest. And I mean that from here. From the heart. From the heart. But now, I don't know, but now the show's gonna come back on, so let's see what they're giving. Okay. So, basically, they were just getting their last bits and pieces together for the runway. Shay. Honey.
Mm-hmm.
Honey. I can't. So please don't.
With the gingham pants?
No. I can't. She's giving me my outfit's not going to be done in time, so it's going to be what it is, and be in the bottom. So don't. I can't. I'm telling you. And see, she's starting to get mad about it now. Mm-hmm. If you're telling the truth, why are you going to get mad?
Because it gets annoying.
It does get annoying. But you can tell them to stop it already. But here's the thing. At that point, you could tell they were joking. Like, oh, it's a campaign. You know, the ha-ha-ha.
Well, I mean, she went along with it at first. But if I see a little bit of me in that situation. Because even when I know I'm innocent in something, when people keep bringing it up, I'm like, okay, it was funny a week ago. It's not funny anymore.
It's been literally a day.
Well, still. Actually, theoretically, it's been longer than that.
No, it's been a day.
No, it's been a week. Because they start a week, and they start another week.
It's literally been one day.
Been more. It's been a day.
It's probably been two, because when they were first doing the working together, that was literally the day after India went home. Now this is a day later. It's literally been 2 days, and you're tired of hearing it?
Yes.
I'm not sure if the camera caught that, but that was a severe eye roll. Something don't sit right in my spirit, and usually when something don't sit right in my spirit, I'm right. It don't sit right in my spirit. Right here in the belly. It don't sit right.
Your spirit is low.
No, my spirit is never letting me wrong. Something don't feel right. Something don't feel right. And can we talk about Cracker trying to be snarky towards Blair when she asked her,
exactly,
what are you wearing?
I was like, well,
So
what
you can't be upset about the description that she gives you.
Exactly. Oh, okay, Miss Perfect.
Oh, I'm so sick of it.
What? You asked.
Asking
if you
each
didn't
other
want
to
to
see
know,
something.
it's like if you didn't want to know what she was trying to bring to the table, you shouldn't have asked.
Should have kept your mouth shut.
Yes, that'd be like me. So, Desmond, what are you doing tomorrow?
Oh, I'm doing that.
Well, I don't know why you want to sit there and brag about it when you get to do.
It's just like that, honey. Just like that. But I'm ready for this runaway right here.
I'm ready for this runaway. Nobody writes strong.
Okay, Ru.
Traffic. Taxi cab.
Pineapple.
Okay.
I don't know if I like it or not. I like that she's trying something new.
You know, if it didn't have the pepper, if it was lower.
Like, it's not bad, but it's not good. I love the hair, though.
It's I like Carson's soup.
Oh gosh, I love cornhole. I was just playing last night.
Corn.
Oh no, they drink it really in West Hollywood.
There's blood up here.
Baby, I'm a mess.
This week we challenged our all-stars to create 2 sizzling looks for the choice. First, Miss Cracker.
Miss Cracker don't even look like Miss Cracker. Cracker's short.
But the family just calls me. She's got a lot of nerve showing her. For the backyard fish fry, I brought my world famous things I could find at the gas station. Today I'm planning to spill a little secret. My doctor told me that Rue is just my second cousin. She's my perfect match, and I could really use a kidney right now. Stevie Dick. Sorry I'm late. I didn't want to come. I'm RuPaul's Asian bestie. Because once you go Asian, that's all you be craving.
Oh.
My name is Ping. My family calls me Amber. I hope you like my outfit. For the backyard fish fry, I brought my famous potato salad with raisins, which I made with potatoes and raisins. And my secret ingredient, MSG. Today, I'm planning on spilling a family secret. RuPaul isn't just my bestie, she's my psychological mommy, dearest. Hi. She has
Okay.
Oh. I'm RuPaul's first cousin, twice removed and then added again. Indianapolis, Indiana. My name is Darlene.
Hey,
but
hon.
everybody in my family calls me Stanky because I sure can gas up a room real good. For this year's backyard barbecue, I brought my signature Indiana's fries made with baby food and a monster ceiling. The secret is to let it gel for 30 minutes in the fridge at 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Today, I'm planning on spilling a family secret. Now, don't tell nobody, but RuPaul isn't just my first cousin twice removed. Considering the paternity of my newborn son, RuPaul, you are the father.
Oh.
Those boots were made for incarceration. Chick-fil-A. Oh, hey, y'all. It's me, RuPaul's baby niece, Shaquita. But everybody calls me Little Kiki. I'm wearing a one-of-a-kind airbrushed t-shirt by my cousin Pookie in a loving memory of my big mom.
Oh, the grandeur that she did.
What a bring was the bag, but she already done had her chips. That was in my glove compartment. But my family secret is that not only is RuPaul my great auntie, but she also my best friend.
Oh.
Now make sure y'all send me some potato salad, because I'm going to be right back. She left the tags on the kitchen. Alexis Potato.
Oh my God.
Alright, saludos. I'm RuPaul. And my name is Carmen. But everyone in the family calls me Conchita. I'm going to hair school on the weekdays, but on the weekends, I am the queen of salsa.
Oh, okay.
Baby, I'm bringing coquito to the barbecue because it's the best Puerto Rican drink in any party. Today, I want everybody to know that RuPaul's still owe me money from back when I was out. Wearing live ain't no crime.
That was cute. All right. Oh, come on, cracker. That's so weird when I say that.
Hey, what's all the racket?
I like it.
Ready to serve.
I really like it.
It's still her silhouette, but
We have a racket, wiffle ball. I have wiffle ball earrings. I have a shuttlecock on my throat. I have a shuttlecock on my shoes, and I have a shuttlecock under my skirt.
Yes.
To see her alone, she's usually with her now.
she turned it out. Look at that.
Oh, come through.
Ooh, girl, I am giving you the
Watermelon sugar. Oh,
I'm wearing watermelon.
beautiful.
My hair is just absolutely.
That hair looks so good on Juju. The makeup is right. The dress fits good.
Curtains for her. My runway look
No.
is giving you high fashion tour glamour.
No, it's not.
Pleated ruche moments. I'm giving you color blocking and powder blocking.
No.
I have tassel moments going on.
I'm sorry, that's not. As you would say, it's very good.
This is all real.
No.
From the pool, she's ready for adult swim.
Oh, face. Can I see the full thing though?
Who invited Grace Jones to the picnic?
Here comes the bride, all dressed in assless chaps.
I am serving you back to realness. I
No.
got my jumpsuit.
I tried. I really tried. No. I'm sorry. This ain't it for me. I can't say this, but Shay's very bland. Bitch.
She's performing a
What did I
solo
say?
act.
My runway look.
Stunning.
Oh my god.
Stunning.
Serving barbecue extravaganza.
Stunning. Come on, floaty. I mean, swimming pool.
I'm bringing the kid pool bitch.
Well, why show that? That just kind of makes it.
I like the way this pool
Because it's supposed to be a backyard extravaganza. You're supposed to make everything you could. She made everything she could.
Oh,
Wow.
Woo! Jesus is a whole biscuit, and we done sopped them up.
Okay.
Come on. All right, so let's get into these looks. We started off with not Blair, with Miss Cracker. That was beautiful.
The first one was cute. We didn't realize she was that short.
Yeah, the country cousin. Yeah, let's talk about that. I went to the main outfit. The country cousin. Wow, she looked like some girls I know. I'm not gonna say no names, but she knows. She looks just like him, honey.
Mm-hmm.
And I look. Usually, I don't like boots on the runway. You know, cowboy boots or flats, but that worked with the outfit.
It was, yeah.
And her backyard look. Oh my god, the little picnic checkered thing.
It was cute.
It was so cute. Like, she's not gonna win, but that was so cute. She did a really good job with this. She really did.
Yes.
Then we got Juju. I think she was my favorite cousin. I think she was my favorite cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, she was the me, because when I go to family reunions, I'm that one that I don't want to be here.
I'm
They
sorry,
make
I'm
me
late.
come.
I didn't want to come. Oh, if that wasn't me for the 4th of July, if that was not me. Sorry, I'm late. I didn't want to come. Like we're not in the middle of a pandemic. Anyway, and then her watermelon sugar high look. Oh.
He says watermelon sugar high. I said watermelon lemonade.
Well, there's a song by Harry Styles
I
called
know.
Oh, okay, I wasn't sure if you knew.
It's on damn TikTok.
It is.
Yes, watermelon sugar high.
Baby, that's my jam.
Sorry.
And as soon as she walked out, that popped in my head. That wig, though, I keep going back to that wig.
That strawberry wig
looks so good on Jujubee.
Well, she wears that silhouette, the hair silhouette.
The hair, yeah, but that color though.
That color works really well.
God, and
I can't believe she actually turned it out. She went from having a piece of fabric that was cut in half to a whole freaking tight body dress.
Looking hella good and hella right.
Yes.
And then we had.
Thank you, Shay Coulee.
Oh, Shay, yeah, Shay was.
We'll get to that in a minute.
Wasn't Shay next?
No.
Was Shay after Juju? Was that Juju?
It was
Blair.
Blair.
I didn't like either one of them. I didn't like her cousin.
Her cousin was interesting.
Yeah, she made me chuckle a few times. But,
yeah,
but the outfit.
With the redneck.
She was talking about couture. No, it was couture.
No, it was Who did the Naomi Smalls? But Naomi Smalls
yes.
was a lot better and more put together.
Yes, I agree. Then we had Shay, right?
Then we had
Shay. Her country cousin, well, technically it was a niece, was so cute.
Yes.
And then there was a little flashback to Grandisha from her high school, the 90210 challenge they did.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. It was cute. But her backyard eleganza.
It was so well.
Then we went to Alexis Mateo. And her country cousin, housemaid, whatever, was cute. But it wasn't nothing to write home about. Yeah. But that look.
Yes. Her extravagant curveball look, baby. That board.
That's she favorite, hands down, of the week.
Yes, when she said, "I'm bringing Alexis Mateo," she really brought Alexis
everything
Mateo to the table.
Yes.
To the table, the swimming pool,
to all of that.
Them 8 silly solo cups all over everything. Because I just knew she was gonna pull some Dodger Hall solo cup dress.
Got you. I know what you're talking about. But we're back, girl, and let's see what they're giving. Okay, so the judges' critiques went a little different than what I thought it would. So, congratulations to
Miss Cracker.
Miss Cracker. I'm not upset with it because both were amazing. The country cousin, her final runway look. Although I get the points they were making with Jujubee, I feel like they were really picking because I think I would have chose Jujubee to win this. Yeah. Alexis was great, but I didn't expect them to read her that hard on her country cousin.
Yeah.
They really went in and even went in on the bottom half of her dress, which I actually liked the full mermaid effect that it did to the dress.
I think from a silhouette point of view, I can understand their perspective. Don't look at me like that.
No, I'm not.
You're giving me this
I was agreeing with you. I was agreeing with you. I'm sorry if it came off.
But from a silhouette perspective, I can understand because it basically makes the silhouette go from this gorgeous, like what could have been a mermaid, and I think maybe where she messed up at, she really didn't have a choice because
honestly, if she would have left the full out, honestly, I get what she was trying to do,
right?
But because it was made out of the solo cups, that would have been enough,
right? I think if she wanted it to flare, she should have put an extension on the swimming pool so that it floated with the rest of her, and it made the dress float, and she could just walk, and it would float, as opposed to having to kick, which is what I'm assuming she had the pool floaty under there for, to prevent having to kick the dress out, because that's what you got to do with a dress like that. You got to kick and walk, kick and step. And if it had lowered itself, it would have been okay. And if it had been like just maybe this much off the floor, then maybe it would have just skimmed and she could have floated. But instead, you know, you got this tint effect.
And I think they were really nice to Shay in not reading her so hard on her look because she helped everybody else.
Right.
Because I'm sorry, but that was the worst look of the week.
Well, second only to Blair's.
Yes, I agree.
Because Blair's kind of, for her to have spent so much time on it, for her to have put so much effort into it, it looked like she just took much fabric and threw it up there.
Yeah. But yeah, so congratulations to Miss Cracker. But who out of the four do you think should go home tonight?
You know, that's really hard.
You know what, I'm gonna call it now. I don't think nobody's going home tonight.
Well, it's either gonna be nobody's going home, or it's some. I'm flip flopping between.
I think
Blair
Cracker
and
will pick
Alexis.
Blair. I think Cracker will pick Blair.
I think she.
Especially from the little eek they had earlier.
Right.
But I really think nobody's gonna go home. Rue's gonna announce the comeback challenge for next week, so it could be 5-on-5. I'm hoping for the grand lip sync Lollapalooza. No, the Lollapalooza that they did last season.
Oh.
You know, when each queen gets to choose which one of the remaining queens they lip sync against, and if they win, they stay. If they lose, they go. And then they can do another double Shantae and bam, India's back in the competition. But let's get back to the episode. Okay, wow. The shenanigans and the tomfoolery that just went down. So, Cracker was just being honest. If we're looking at report cards, Jujubee Shade, you're safe with me.
Right.
My choice is going to be between Alexis and Blair St. Clair, which is completely fair.
It's valid. It's a valid point.
And it irritated me that Blair got upset about that. When Blair was one of the main ones from the jump talking about we should do this fairly.
Yes.
And then she wants to get over there and sit with Cracker and be like, well, I've never been in the bottom until Rude decided that if you're not in the top, you're in the bottom. Same for Alexis, but Alexis has been doing good this competition. Don't get me wrong, so has Blair.
Right.
But honestly, I truly believe Blair would have been in the bottom if it would have been a normal bottom situation.
Right.
If it was a bottom 3, yes. If it was a bottom 2, no. Because that dress would have saved her.
Yes.
Oh, that dress.
Yes.
But.
Because she should have won. Sweet just off of that dress alone.
But it was just like, no, don't do that. And honestly, as much as I believe India was telling the truth, I don't want Alexis to go home tonight. And I don't think the queens voted for Alexis. Do you?
No, I think they voted for Blair.
I think they voted for Blair too.
It would make
and I like how Cracker tried to spook everybody. Like, imagine if I really did pick Shay. So I'm like, girl, did you pick Shay? Did you just pick Shay for real? Just trying to throw us off with that and then picked it back up. Oh, but I got some tea. So apparently, you know how last time Miss Cracker won, she went against Morgan McMichaels. Where have you been? Apparently, they had to shoot that lip sync twice. The reason. Because Morgan completely murdered Cracker lip sync. So they redid it and told Morgan to tone it down. And so it can look more like a type. So that's the reason why they did a type, because from my understanding, Morgan mopped the floor with Cracker.
Jeez.
There was so much more that Morgan did that first take that we didn't see.
Well, I told you she was holding back.
And that irritates me. I'm like, bitch. Bitch.
I mean, Mayhem would have went home either way.
Oh yeah, she definitely would have went home. It was time for her to go. It was time for her to go.
Meet my opponent.
Let's meet this opponent, honey.
The time has come.
Still gagged her up.
Lip sync assassin.
Assassin?
Oh, it's gonna be Trinity Taylor.
It's gonna be Trinity Taylor. Cameron. We know she's coming. Like, come on, just give me Cameron already. Okay. She's lost even more weight.
It is Miss Thick and Juicy.
You can see it in her face. She's lost even more weight. Come on, help.
Hey.
You couldn't tell who that was? Man, she's lost more weight.
I see.
Even the post in the back corner still feel everything that she said.
I want to know what's under this coat.
Welcome back, my dear. Hi, Ru. Is there anything you'd like to
Oh,
say to
wow.
me? I'm Roxy Andrews, and I'm here to make it clear. I know you love me, baby.
That's why Robbie here. Yes. Look at, aren't you proud I remember those lines?
Them rhymes.
Honestly, the verse is so bad it's good. Like, it's one of my favorite verses out of all the
Of
remixes.
the queen that the group has voted to go home. If Roxy wins, the queen on her lipstick gets the chop.
Cracker
I'm ready to
wings.
slide. I'm wearing this man next Leo. Two queens stand before me.
Oh, I wonder what the lip sync song is going
Miss
to
Cracker,
be. If it's I'm a
this is your
miss,
chance to impress me.
I'll be
Win
happy.
$10,000.
What was that meant to be?
Earn the power.
That's another
of
song. I
one
don't
of
think it'll be
the
a good
bottom
lip sync.
queens.
The time has come. Please lip sync. For your legacy. Come on, Ru. Yes, Ru.
Good luck.
And don't mess it up, honey.
Don't.
Oh. Thick and juicy.
Ladies, I've made my decision.
Roxy Andrews.
Roxy Andrews,
Yes.
you are a winner, baby. The $10,000 will roll over into next week's tip. Miss Cracker, you are safe, and you may step to the back of the stage. Okay. Will the bottom queens please step forward?
I don't think nobody's going home, but if somebody's gonna go, I think it's Blair.
With great power comes great responsibility. Roxy Andrews, which queen has the group chosen to get the job? The group has spoken, and the queen that they have chosen to get the chop. As it is written, so it shall be done. Alexis, you are and will always be an all-star. Now, sachet away. I'm disappointed because I really wanted to bring that crown to Puerto Rico, but I will have to
I am
say
confused.
thank you for a life-changing opportunity, not once, twice, 3 times. Let me walk out of here with style.
Come on.
Oh.
Walk, baby.
This is a new beginning and a new chance for me. I am ready to conquer the world, honey. There's a lot of Alexis Mateo on the way for you. I came here with a band and I still look sickening, no?
Ah.
Congratulations,
I
ladies.
don't agree.
And please remember, if you can't love yourself,
How
how in the hell
hell
are you going to what? Love somebody else? Can I get an amen up in here?
Amen.
All right, now let the music play.
Like I am thick and juicy. Ooh, I can't wait to watch
For
this.
this week's Nancy Challenge, you'll face off in a stand-up comedy smackdown.
Oh.
Miss Cracker, you get to choose the order in which the queens appear.
Look, nobody's getting a good spot. I want to try to you guys up as much as possible.
Ooh.
See?
Hi. You may know me from the STD that I gave you. I wouldn't know who with the STD. Ross Matthews is so gay.
How gay is he?
It's higher than his voice. It's his estrogen level.
I'm so nervous. I was not able to come up with any material.
Oh, wow.
I am completely freaking out.
Okay.
So
So what are we thinking?
all All-Star rules are suspended.
No, I don't think so.
We'll come back.
No, I don't think so.
We'll come back.
No, I don't think so.
I'm flabbergasted.
I am too. I still believe there's going to be a comeback because if they were going to wrap it up, all previous All-Star seasons usually end with a top 4. So the fact that they're doing another challenge, and plus they still haven't done the makeover this season, that's a staple for every season. I don't see them skipping that for this season. They might, you never know. Kind of like last season, we're like, no way they're going to skip the reading challenge.
They did it in the damn reunion.
But they always do one in the reunion. That doesn't count.
I didn't say it counted. I'm just
Although Jada gave the best read ever.
how you come in 13th
Played with only 12 queens.
Poor Dahlia.
Oh,
Baby.
that was everything. Oh, I loved it. I loved every piece of that read. But anyway, I still think there's going to be some form of a comeback. You know, Bruce doing something. Ooh, I don't know.
He said, "Ooh, well,
But Alexis, I need to know who voted for who. So we fixing to watch it Untucked here in a minute. But like, I need to know who voted for who. Because what if it was a tie? Because there was 4 queens voting, unless they counted Cracker's vote.
Right. No.
Well, that would be fair. If it was a tie between them, then go with Cracker's vote.
Right.
She would be the tiebreaker.
Mm-hmm.
Because I could see it being a tie possibly. But hey, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Good episode. I enjoyed the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Even though usually we get 3 looks with the ball. Oh, be quiet. It's alright. We got 2. Only 3. That's okay. Be quiet. So Miss Alicia, where can they find you?
I am at Krisha McGill on all social media.
And you can find me at Simply Desmond on all social media platforms. That's SIMPLYDSMOND. Thank you for spending a piece of your day with us, and we will see you guys soon. Bye.
Bye.
Well, tell them bye.
I can't get up.
Yes, you do. You did it once. You got to do it every time now.
Yeah.